Narcissists don't just do things by happenstance. Every single thing they do has a purpose. So, if they're conversing with you, which they're not going to have some long-winded conversation, some in-depth back and forth conversation, they're generally trying to get you to go in circles and you know, they have to be in control of everything, so they're just either probing for information or scheming on something. Their whole life consists of, you know, thinking up schemes, and they're constantly on the prowl. They're never up to any good, okay? There's a reason for every single thing they do. If they're interacting with you, if they're conversing with you, they're either looking for information, they're trying to size you up, they're trying to see how they can use you for their benefit. And this pretty much includes every single person they encounter. If it's a male narc, they will use other males if they can, you know, get them to be their kind of flunky or lackey. They try to do that as well. They try to use every single person they come into contact with. They're users, you know, they're not looking for some sincere, genuine friendship or relationship. They're trying to see how they can manipulate each person they come into contact with to reinforce their omnipotence, you know, their godlike status. And then they're going to remember, they're crackheads, so they have to search out for the crack. You know how you see crackheads like looking on the ground and picking stuff up, and you know, they're looking for money or crack or some kind of things on the ground, and they're just like scavenging, you know, and just scouring the ground. Like there's no depths, there's no low that they won't go to find the crack, to get the crack. You have people, you know, like prostitutes turning tricks in order to get the crack. They don't care what they have to do to get that crack. Well, the narcissist is the same exact way. They're a junkie. They do not care what they need to do. They need to get the supply, which is their crack. So they will step on anyone, they will backstab anyone, they will manipulate anyone. They have to get the crack. So they're trying to size you up to see how good of a supply you will be to them, how they can use you to their advantage and get the most out of you, and then just discard you like a piece of garbage. So, you know, their whole life consists of this 24/7, 365 days a year. They just... But unfortunately, there's no drug rehab. There's no drug rehab for narcissists. They need to make one, but there isn't one as of yet. So, you know, these crackheads need some type of detox. Even crackheads, for instance, can go to a rehab, although it's probably, I don't know the success rates offhand, they're probably not very good. I know for alcohol it's like 90% relapse rate. I don't know offhand what crack is, but I would imagine it's not a very good success rate. I imagine the people either die or, they go back to the crack no matter how hard they try to get off of it because it's a physical addiction. Well, the narcissist, they literally cannot live without this supply. They cannot live. They have to have it. Even a crackhead, there is a small chance they can get off the crack and build themselves back up and have a normal life. The narcissist cannot live without the supply. If you take the supply away from the narcissist, they'll have withdrawal symptoms just like a junkie, but they'll go find more supply. Same way as a crackhead, but the narcissist cannot exist. They will cease to exist if they do not have any supply. That's why they go and start hiding out like a hermit, and if they don't have the supply, they go into a dark abyss and they just hide out and turn into a complete hermit until they can get another hit, a new victim to play with and toy with and suck their energy out of. So, narcissists, basically, they will manipulate, they will do whatever they have to do to get that drug, to get that supply. And so they become master manipulators, just like a whore turning tricks. They don't care what they have to do. There's no low that they won't go to get that hit, to get that adrenaline rush, to get that high, to get that supply.